Hi folks, Doug here, Ellis Car Customs, where we hope to make this car better than it was. Better, stronger, faster. Da 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 da. Anyway, the old folks will get it. Here we are again in the garage, doing a little work. Thanks for liking and commenting and subscribing and all the good things you do. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the last video. Hopefully I didn't make it too long, but I figured I'd do something interesting. We started cleaning up the upper and lower control arms. Like to finish cleaning them up, get them into paint so they're ready to bolt on when we pull this front end apart. So we'll be working on that and whatever else we have time to do. Appreciate you tagging along with me. If the U.S. Postal Service is not lying to me, this might be the last video that I make exclusively with this Chinese camera. Maybe if they are lying to me, maybe one more video before I get it. But hopefully my plan is to use the camera that's coming for things like this, where I want to talk and I want my lips to be in sync with my voice, and I want people to be able to hear me talk. And we'll use the new camera that I've been using, the Chinesium camera, for the time-lapse stuff, because sound is not an issue in time-lapse, and neither is lip sync. And people seem to be enjoying the time-lapse content, where it's showing what I'm up to in between shots, when I used to never show that stuff because I didn't want to bore people. So that's what we'll do. And I'll line up some work here and bring you along, and we'll see what we get done today. Thanks for coming back. So we got all our parts into paint. You can see I could have made them all black, but there was some chrome bits that weren't all pitted, and I decided, you know, for eye candy, it'd be nice to mask those off and have them nice and shiny, you know, so that it kind of jumps out at you, a little bling for the car. So we got those done. We'll move on to something else. So the next thing we're going to get involved with is tearing the old front end parts out of there. But it's a little too late in the day to get started on that. But so we'll save that for the next one. If you're new here and you don't know about the Facebook group, we have a group called, you know, with the same name, Ellis Car Kustoms, spelled the same way, that if you're building a ride or you want to reach out to me or whatever, head on over there. It's free to join, free to post. Nobody hassles you. You can post what you want and say what you want, and we're all adults over there. Nobody's moderating you or anything. So it's a good place to hang out. There's a lot of cool rides on there. I'm glad I started that because you know, it's nice to see what other people are working on that comment on my videos. But you'll have to let me know if that big long video is something you liked. And if it is, you know, maybe we'll do more of that in the future. And we'll keep plugging away. We're getting closer to needing a color for that firewall. We're going to get this frame cleaned up here and painted so it's ready for our engine. We got that bell housing to clean up and paint, and but we're going to get the firewall and stuff like that into color before the engine goes in, because it'll be a lot easier to do than after the engine's kind of in the way. Because I figure once I get that in there and this is all kind of painted in the front, then I'll wrap it all in plastic, seal it up so it doesn't get any dust or overspray or anything on it while I work on the rest of the car. But at least I'll know, you know, mechanical stuff here in the front is kind of tied up and in good shape. So with that, I'll let you go surf the internet for more interesting content. Glad you stopped by the garage, and I hope you stop by again. Till then, take care.